Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Good to see all of you legends. Good to see all the legends that obviously are back again from the stream earlier. Good to see all the people that I haven't already seen today. Good evening, chat. I thought we would do a nice little cheeky send to Shanghai and then maybe do a bit of ATC after. I don't know. I just thought it was quite a decent little option tonight, so... It's only like a 1 hour flight. I didn't think I could be really asked to do much more than that in terms of flying this evening. So yeah, we'll do a nice little send to Shanghai. And then we'll see where we are. Oh, chat, I've got dentist at 8:15 in the morning. I'm fuming. Not an happy man. Shining to the city with the little fuckers. Nah, it's ideal. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Get live. Lovely jubbly. Did you not fancy the A300? I'll be totally honest with you. I had all of my Boeing equipment all set up today, and I was like, can I be bothered to change over to all of my Airbus equipment? The answer was no. I had dinner, and honestly, it was boiling. Like, ridiculous. So, yeah, today it was a valid reason of not to change all the equipment around, because I couldn't be bothered. But we'll sort that all out. Right, anyway, shall we go and get the evening stream underway? Chat, a very, very, very happy Monday evening to all of you legends. Welcome in. Holy moly, what a stream earlier. Jesus Christ. Honestly, when we landed into Amsterdam earlier, I was like, what the f*** happened? Like, yeah, it's only Monday, and that's what's happened. It's scary. Freaking scary. But yes, we've got a stunning little flight this evening to Shanghai. Real world flight. Actually, most recently operated in this exact same livery and registration. So I have gone ultra realistic tonight. So yeah, we're going to operate the EVA 722 flight up to Shanghai in the 777-300ER. And then, to be honest with you, I don't know what after. I think we'll probably log on and do a bit of ATC for the rest of the evening. Sound like a plan? Good plan. I love it when a plan comes together. So, yeah, showcase the mini monitor. Yeah, maybe later. Maybe later. A220 thereafter, Jamie. Mate, I wish. Jesus, do I wish. Mike John along just purchased the 777. Nice, mate. It's a good little flight to give the triple a little test. So, yeah, I recommend it. This surprise stream. Well, I said that I wanted to get live this evening. I have run into a little issue again where I am still getting that sort of input lag ever so slightly. And it seemed to happen as soon as I turned on my second PC, which is very interesting. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But we are on Sim Update 6, and things are a lot smoother. So that's good. But I'm still going to have to work out why we're getting that slight input lag with the other PC. It's very strange. But there we go. Oh, God, great. Just what I want to hear. Aware of the 777's recent issues with distance to the end of flight and inability to properly fly certain stuff. Oh, great. Now you tell me. You could have told me this 10 minutes ago, 777 driver, could you? Ah, you bastard. Hello, mate. Welcome in. Yes, Sim Update 6 is beta, yeah. I will grab those subs. Thank you, Guston. I appreciate that a lot, mate. Switch back to the OLED monitor. Thought it caused havoc on your setup. Yeah, to be honest, everything's been causing havoc on my setup over the last couple of days. So, at the moment, I'm just currently working with it. You're just going to all have to bear with me for the next couple of days while things settle themselves down. Basically, know that when I'm not live, I'm going to be sorting things with the sim to try and get it back to as good as it was. But Anyway, things are working well. That's the main thing. We're going to go and grab the first few subs, and we will go and get started. Guston, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that a lot, mate. I'm sorry, I did see your
Guston84 gifted 5
Evening
subs.
from the barracks in South Sweden, he says. Guston, a very, very, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I really do appreciate the lovely contribution to start the stream. Redax as well. Thank you for your 2 months with a Prime as well. Thank you, Redax, mate. That means the world. You're an absolute legend, sir. Thank you for the resub. Guston, bear with, mate. We've already had a crazy amount of sub bits, everything today, but yeah. JX, Bravo, India, Mike, Rafa, Nicholas, and Adam. Thank you so much, mate. I really do appreciate the 5 gifted. A very good evening to you. Welcome, mate. Shanghai scenery's lovely. Dan, hello, mate. Welcome in. Good to see you, lads. I've just seen your message in the group chat. I love to hear it, mate. Well, I'll have to come up, mate. I'll have to come up and, you know, just make sure that it's the right apartment for you and everything, mate. And, you know, we can take a trip across a certain establishment. Cool. See you there. Guston as well with a couple of extra gifted, mate. Thank you so much. 2 gifted to Nicholas and Goose. Mate, I appreciate that so much. That is so kind of you, mate. Thank you. That's 7 gifted, mate. And I barely even introduced the flight this evening. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you a lot. Do you think Argentina will win against... do I think that England will win against Argentina? I think we've got a very good chance. Yeah. From what I've seen so far, I don't think we've played the best. I think Mexico, we played a lot better than we did against Norway. But I certainly don't see Argentina as an impossible task. I don't think you make it to the semi-final through luck in a competition. Yeah, I don't think any of the 4 teams... You might say, oh, it's rigged for Argentina to win and blah, blah, blah. I don't think any of the 4 teams that are currently in the semi-final have got there through luck or through chance or anything, you know. So I think we've got as good of a chance to go on and win the World Cup as any of the teams at the end or out the last 4. You know, Spain, France, Argentina, they're all phenomenal teams and, you know, very much all deserving winners of the World Cup. So we will see. We will see what happens on Wednesday, but it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough one. Guston, thank you so much again, mate. I do appreciate the 7 gifted. That is so kind to start the stream. I really, really, really do appreciate that, mate. I don't know where they came from, but just straight away, just bang. You're a legend, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, like I said, I really wanted to get live this evening. I must admit, the likelihood of me getting live this evening was very, very, very small. I was cooking dinner this evening, and I was cooking duck, and my kitchen today was just unbearably hot. So I finished cooking dinner at like 5, had dinner for, washed up, dried up, done everything like that. Was done for about 5:30. And I came upstairs and I sat down at my PC. And you know when you're just so hot that you can't even just think straight? Like I sat down trying to plan a flight and I was like, I have no idea. So I thought, right, I'm going to have a shower. Let me go and have a quick refresh, jump in the shower. Come back in, and then I was nice and cool, and I managed to come up with something. So we're going to be operating just a short little flight this evening up to Shanghai. Couple of reasons. It's the first flight we're doing in Sim Update 6, so we're going to give that a go. We're also going to be doing a sunrise flight. So it's dark at the moment, but by the time we land into Shanghai, the sun should be coming up. Looking forward to seeing what sunrise is going to be like on the OLED. So, yeah, just a short flight this evening to add to what we done earlier. And then I think when we land into Shanghai, it should be about 9 o'clock, which hopefully there'll be a couple of people controlling and, you know, we'll be able to go and join in and go and find a sector to control or, you know, jump on somewhere and do a bit of ATC. But we'll see. We will see. But yeah, let me go and show you the flight in Flight Radar, and I'll show you what we've picked. So, we're going to be flying the EVA Air 722 today, which was actually recently operated today in this exact livery on this exact route. So, I've got ultra realistic today. So the Eva 722 in the 777-300ER, and we're Bravo 16740, which is a very, 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 very funky livery, as you can tell. So yeah, we've got a pretty neat one on the 777 tonight. It's quite the livery. Quay Plains, hello mate, the one and only. Cheers for the 58 months. Hello. Oh, bloody hell, he's finally made it to a stream. It's unbelievable. Quay, welcome in, lad. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Thank you for your subscription, sir. Doug, mate, good afternoon. Welcome in. Mr. 10 minutes to lad is back in the building. Hello, sir. Hello. So, yeah. Eva 722 today. Nice little 777 flight. I wanted to do the A300 tonight, but like I said, I really could not be asked to switch over all of my equipment this evening. It was too hot, and I was just like, no. I refuse. So, it was like, right, better than monitor
cool
sunrise.
Cool face emoji.
Guston, thank you so mate, you've smashed it tonight. You are the star of the show this evening, mate. You really are. Thank you for the 14 months, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you. Need some fans to cool you down if the AC's not working. The AC is working, but it's just not doing enough. I'm hot. I actually had a reply back from the aircon company, finally. And he was like, have you managed to find someone to do your aircon? I was like, no. So, yeah, I'm very much hoping that he replies back and gets it all sorted. Yeah, I need to get it done ASAP, to be fair. I mean, my services over the last couple of years have been like £50. Like £50 a unit. But this year, I'm like, honestly, I'll give them £150 a unit if they just come in and, like, sort it out. But just no one wants to do it. No one wants to do it. Like, I just... It seems like easy money. Like, my unit and my nan's unit, I mean, how long will that take? No more than an hour, I reckon. And it's like, oh, that is like the most easiest money. What happens if it's not regas? I mean, it works, but it just isn't very powerful. That's the problem. And, you know, when it's been as hot as it has been in the UK, like, especially in my room, it's very, 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 very toasty. Yeah, it needs a service. But, yeah, it gets sorted. Yeah, but, I mean, it is doing more than a fan. I honestly, I do not know how people, like Kenko, for example, I do not know how he streams, like, without any form of air conditioning. Like, unless his room is like cooler than mine.
Score 3,301 gifted
What?
20 subs.
Not again. Oh my god. Oh, Fofa's sick, mate. Good man. Bodo with 20 gifted subs, mate. I think we might have already had a kind of crazy amount of subs earlier and a kind of crazy amount of bits earlier, but no, cool. We're going again. Chat, can we get some love in the chat for Bodo with 20 gifted subs? We will be sure to go and grab the names of those gifted. Mr. Jersey Pilot, good evening to you. Oh, little China Eastern Airbus. There you go. Ayavan, thank you for the 65 months, mate. I appreciate the tier 1 legend. Good evening to you, mate. Welcome in. Bodo with the 20 gifted to Cardstream. J, YDG, Flauntash, Tuskin G Daggy, Tom Apollo, David Node 101, Legend Shatter, Pax, Flight Sim JM, Lefaudre de Ville. Oh god, I'm sure the French people in the chat will be absolutely screaming at my pronunciation of that one. Spix, Monster King, ABC, Lolo, RSV, Kankalai, and Tonio. Wow. Bodo, thank you so much, mate. I really do appreciate that. 20 gifted, mate. You're an absolute legend. I did see that FOFA. Yeah, that's sick, mate. That is sick. Thank you so much, mate. Genuinely, you're a diamond. Ayavan, thank you as well, mate. Guston, thank you for the 100 bits as well, mate. Legend, 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 legend. Oh my God, what a start. So, for anybody that wasn't in the stream earlier, we did have a minor little issue yesterday, earlier, where we was getting a tiny little bit of input lag with my my mouse. Since turning on my streaming PC, I have got that tiny little bit of input lag back, which is very interesting. So it's interesting. I originally thought it was Chaseplane because I changed out of Chaseplane, updated Chaseplane, updated Sim Update 6, and it was okay. But it seems that the issue is still there. But, I mean, it's not really anything that caused an issue. I mean, everything's very smooth, so that's the main thing. I'm just a little bit curious as to why, soon as that second PC seems to come on, we get a really odd, like, sort of input lag. Yeah, it's a strange one, but who knows? Andrew, a very good evening to you. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Maybe it is going to be the death of dual PC streaming. Yeah, maybe dual PC streaming is going to officially come to an end. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but yeah. Can't seem to resolve some things with it at the moment. There we go. Right, we'll turn you on up there. One thing that I'm really disappointed in, chat, is Sim Update 6 has totally broken my Tobii eye tracking. Like, my Tobii eye tracking is, like, totally broken, which is such a shame. So, I don't know whether there's anything that maybe I need to change, but... hang on. Maybe it's just, like, reset my... Maybe it's just Oh, no, hang on a second. Bear with. Maybe I just don't have the right profile. I'm sure it's called New Tobii or something like that. I think it's wiped my my Tobii eye tracking settings. The problem is I don't even have a... I don't think I've even updated my Tobii command. No. That's a bummer. Two seconds, chat. Bear with. I'm sure I'm not going crazy. No. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to have a look at that. So thanks to Microsoft Flight Sim updating to Sim Update 6 as for some reason balked my Tobii eye tracking, but just another thing to fix this week. Just to add to my long list of things that need to be fixed. Oh God, I do love Flight Sim sometimes. I really do. There are some times with Flight Sim where you just want to bang your head against the wall. You'll also be very pleased to know that I am on the latest version of GSX. Request. Hold it. There we go. Josh, hey mate, welcome in. Good to see you, buds. Yeah, the livery is pretty mega, to be fair. So, for anybody just joining, by the way, this is the exact registration that flew this flight. Couple of... oh no, literally flew it today in the 777. So, yeah, there we go. It's been cancelled the last few days. But yeah, just started back up today. Jay, hey, good evening. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, if anybody manages to find a clip of my Tobii eye settings, I'm sure there was a little clip made very recently, actually. Then let me know. I might be able to update it. So, yeah. What was for dinner? It was duck. Duck tonight. I usually do duck with, like, paritama, what they called, the small cubed potatoes. But I've recently been doing the duck with like mash, like place the duck leg on top of the mash, and it's just really nice. It's quite nice to have something soft with it. So yeah, Parmentier, Parmenter potato. I don't know what the called. I just call them the small cubed potatoes. I don't know what the sodding frickin' potatoes are. Right, coolio. Let's go and do this. This livery does a lot of Taipei, Chicago. Oh, mate, I actually can't wait for Chicago. It very, very, very much looks like that Chicago is going to be this week, chat. Very, 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 very much looks like that could be the case. So bring it on. Ah, I don't think I showed you the OFP, actually. Let's have a look at that. We already know it's in your community file. I promise. I promise you it's not. Promise. So, either 722 tonight. Taipei, Shanghai. Obviously, these, like, Chinese, Asian airlines, they absolutely love operating these massive 777 flights at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I'm sure it's, like, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning here in Taipei. So, it's awful. So flight time up to Taipei is flight time up to Shanghai Pudong is 1 hour and 8. And routing is that. Do you have the no? So I'm using the 737 one today, but for some reason when I fly the 777, it works absolutely fine on the 300ER. The FMC, the 737 FMC, but for some reason it's utterly broken with the other variants of the 777. So please make that make sense. Another flight simism that just does not make any sense. Does anybody ever wonder, like, why can't you just, like, connect things and load things up with flight sim and it works? Why does there always have to be, like, things that need changing and tweaking and this and that? Like, why? Why is that a thing? Ah, Toby settings. I don't know whether these are the most recent ones, though. Oh, yeah, these might be right. Cheers, Node. These ain't actually the ones that I've been using most recently, but they might work at least okay for the moment. Let's have a look. Better than birds and a feather, you and me. Yeah, what a delightful thing that all of my Toby eye tracking settings have been reset. Hey, all the medicine in my vein, a tattoo inside my brain, and baby, you know it's obvious. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah. I'm a sucker for you. Ooh. Yeah. It's part of the flight sim hobby. Yeah, exactly. Would it truly be flight sim without flight sim issues? Well, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, all of my other settings have saved absolutely fine in the cloud, so I don't know why that one is, I don't know why that one's having a little bit of a mare. Right. Have you guys got 2K, by the way? Yeah, you have. Cool. And Reese, I've chucked it an hour forward on sunrise, so we should get sunrise pretty much as we're landing into Shanghai. But I know about you, about you, about you, about you. Do, 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 do. Click it off then, unrealistic. Bye! Okay, so it looks like this guy is taxing out to 2-3 right, so we'll follow suit. Do that. 180! Hi, Rob. Good to see you, mate. Welcome in. What monitor is he using, chat? Blah, 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 blah. This is my new monitor. Ah, nice Fofa. That's sweet, mate. Oh, nice, Eddie. Sim Update 6 first impressions. Yeah, so far so good, mate. So far so good. No complaints. Actually, we won't do that just yet. So let's have a quick look what the departure is. So we are going to be departing 2-3 right, and we're looking for a departure out via Piano. Let's see what departures they've got. 2-3 right on. Oh God, this isn't the stupid 777 thing where you now need to remove the runway from there. Then when you go to departure and arrivals and do 2-3 right, you're allowed to select a departure. I mean, seriously. Like, why is that a thing? Like, what? How is that a thing? Yeah, if anybody else has that issue, just, you don't need to put the runway in. Just go to the departure and arrivals, and then it will select the runway for you. Okay, so Piano, what was it? Piano 1 Delta for departure. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Enjoy waypoints that are imported as flyovers instead. Oh, God. Why is Flight Sim so broken this week? I swear, Flight Sim seems so freaking broken this week. It's just like a variety of things. The 777 series is. But that doesn't overly surprise me. That really doesn't surprise me. Okay, so QNH1007. Lovely. We'll have you there. We'll chuck on data. Flight Sim hasn't been broken for me. Maybe it's just your luck. Yeah, maybe. I always say to, like, people in chat, like, it's sometimes just one of those things where you just get, like, you just get a week of a bit of rotten luck. And things just don't play ball, and you just get issues that you shouldn't really have. I find that I get those stages with Flight Sim sometimes where, you know, 1 minute everything works absolutely perfectly. Then the next minute everything breaks. They'll be charging us for new 777 updates. Probably. My sim suddenly decided it didn't want to recognise my community folder the other day. A simple thing, but it took 2 hours to fix, but it was a right ball ache. Yeah. Yeah, frustrating for sure. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of issues at the moment, which I'm still, you know, trying to get to the bottom of. With my 2 PCs, my dual PC setup, things just aren't, you know... No, you're joking. Surely not. Surely not. Oh my God. That's 2 CTDs today. What the f***? Told ya. Cursed. Twice in PMDG planes. Yep. God, bloody hell. This is making me kind of appreciative that we managed to actually complete a rotation today. Yeah, interesting. Okay, fine. Maybe that was because I didn't restart after I let the WASM compile. I don't know. Lucky enough, we didn't faff about and get to the runway and anything like that. I mean, we hadn't done much anyway, so we'll be able to load in pretty quickly. That's not good. That's not good. 2 CTDs in the same day. That is a very, 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 very rare thing. It slightly concerns me that there's a little bit more going on than meets the eye at the moment with my my setup. We'll see. Starlux 350, get used to the Star Wars call sign, which feels cooler in my opinion. I've had so many people hear so many people say they've had CTDs on Sim Update 6. I haven't had a CTD. It's so weird, isn't it? It's not just you. I'm also doing troubleshooting right now. I must admit, it makes me feel like a lot better that other people are also having issues with flight sim. Like, I'm not the only one at the moment that just seems to be having, you know, it's just little things. Like, I mean, 2 CTDs in the same day is not great. But yeah, so freaking strange. Or we can stay forever young, living on my sofa, drinking rum and cold. No issues on MSFS is not a thing. It's so funny, though. Like, some weeks you can just go, like, you can just have no issues at all. Like, you know, it can just be absolute bliss. And you can just have a bit of a rotten run with things. Yeah, we just had a CTD. We're just going to load back in now. We hadn't done much anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, it doesn't fill me with much confidence. Both in the PMDG planes today as well. I mean, that might have absolutely nothing to do with it, but yeah. Having the same issue in the past few days, constant CTDs, even reinstalled the sim. I'm convinced it's server-side issue because I change nothing, performance changes constantly. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's good to know that it's not just me. Since the Malpensa scene we've got updated, could you do a flight into Malpensa Nights events tomorrow? Yeah, I'm going to be totally honest. I checked out... yeah, you're right, Reese. I loaded up in Malpensa earlier. I thought it looked absolutely no different. I don't know whether I wasn't looking closely enough, but I parked up at the passenger terminal and it looked no different, to be honest. To be fair, it's one of those sceneries, like, and I sort of say it's the same as, like, LA in a way. Like, they just need to be, like, just totally nuked and just restarted from the start again. Like, they're just, you just can't polish them. We can go anywhere we want, drop down to the coast, jump in the seat. Just take my hand and come with me, yeah. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Take your whole life when you put a light on. I didn't select the wrong livery, did I? Ah. Yeah, Nico, all upstate. Chat, I'm so sorry about that. I mean, lucky enough we hadn't prepped much anyway, so it's not the end of the world. How bloody strange, though. The good thing is it's an evening stream, so I don't really care that much. It's day streams that stress me out when I get CTDs. Evening streams, we just roll with it. We just roll with the vibes. Reap, hey, welcome. God bloody hell, you're up early. Or up late. One of the two. And come with me, singing. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Take your whole life when you put your life on. Yeah, I was gonna... I've just got the time forward by an hour just for that sunrise into... thingamajiggy. I'm just going to chuck myself on the cold and dark GPU just because I can manage to get my FMC working there. You're a season ticket holder, right? What's your feeling when it comes through the door? I've just got mine today, totally buzzing. Yeah, I can't say it overly excites me as much now. I tell you, being a Spurs fan is painful. I can't say the excitement is as high anymore. It's hard. It's very, 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 very hard being a Spurs fan, I'll tell you that. There we go. Right, well, we'll wait for all this jazz to spring back to life. I was actually buzzing, to be fair. I managed to get my season ticket for £350 less, which was quite ideal, actually. Yeah, my season ticket went down from £1,100 to £800. I've got 1 year of being classed as a young adult. So they increased the young adult thing from like 18 to 21 to 18 to 25. So I'm like, yes, I've got one final year of actually being able to get the get the concession. Oh. What stand was we at again? Bravo 7. £1,100. I got mine for 502 right near the pitch. What team's it for, Hulk? Be cheaper if you got relegated? Probably not. Because we would have been playing even more games. Right, load. We come back every time. Championship, if I thought, well, that's the reason then. It's always going to be cheaper. But fair enough. But yeah, no, to be fair, I'm buzzing that mine's only £800 this season. Okay, Piano 1 Delta. There we go. Right, we're pretty much back to where we were. So 1008. Data. Up to you, Doom. We're obviously having to re-put in a few things again. But I mean, if you're ready to go for it, mate. Okay, so let's go and have a brief of the Piano 1 Delta departure. Probably won't get much ATC tonight, honestly. The ATC we had earlier was absolutely unreal. Like, we genuinely had full ATC out of in and out of Amsterdam earlier. It was crazy. Monday morning. I was like, what? Yeah. Really, really impressive. So 8,000 feet's the initial. We'll go L now. 2348. Let's whack that on. And we're cruising 336. Today up to Shanghai. There we go. We've got takeoff performance in there. We should be able to derate quite nicely tonight. Alf, good evening, mate. How are you? Welcome in, lads. Welcome in. Hope you're well, mate. Thing that you like, and we go crashing down. Do 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 do. Nice, mate. How long's this flight? Only about an hour up to Shanghai. Yeah, not too long. Like I said, I just wanted a nice little flight tonight to do a bit of a beta test. I wanted to do a bit of a sunrise flight on the OLED and stuff. So, yeah, it was just a nice little send to get through this evening. Should get a stunning little sunrise into Shanghai as well. So it's going to be pretty dark out of here, but yeah, there we go. Right, let's go and whack on the APU as well. Oh, we're back in. Do 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 do. Bow now 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 now. What's new in the Sim Update 6 beta? Broken Toby eye tracking settings. No, I did pick up on my... Yeah, I mean, that's very good. My base FPS value is currently 53. Very good, actually. I know we're not in an area of, like, photogrammetry or anything like that, but that is pretty decent.
Well, already said evening.
Always seems to be something with Toby. Always.
Just great to see
Will, mate, thank you so much, mate. Oh, you're a diamond. Cheers, mate. Ah, thank you, mate. Thank you. 41 months of the Prime and a lovely message to go alongside it. Already said evening, but great streams always, mate. Just great to see everything's going so well for you, mate. Cheers. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing I can say is we've had a bit of a rotten run of it over the last few days. A few little PC issues and sim issues and things like that, but I will say that, unfortunately, you sometimes get these little issues where PCs just don't work as you want them to work, and, you know, things just don't fall into place as well, but it's all part and parcel, really. It is all part and parcel of it all. Can't always be good all the time. No, exactly, mate. Exactly. So, hey, take the rough with the smooth. Absolutely. Will, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. 41 months, mate. You're an absolute diamond. Thank you, mate. Right, let's make sure we got parking brakes set. There, get rid of the chocks. Mr. Bowen Whistleblower, good evening. I'm well, thank you, mate. Makes the times it does work even better. And yeah, when you crack the code as well, and you work out what it is, it's like... Yeah, it's neat when you manage to get that sorted. Marcus, here he is. Here he is, mate. I don't know whether you was in the stream earlier, but... Mate, it was absolutely crazy. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it, mate. Cheers for the gift sub too. The one and only Mr. Beavers. Do I need to update my sub goal? I probably definitely do need to update my sub goal. 270 subs from you this month, Marcus. It's the 13th of July. I do need to update my sub goal. I do. We are on the road to 2,000 again. Come on. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Do 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 do.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. So those Toby settings ain't working perfectly, but they're all right. DJ Beat, thank you for the 20 months, mate. I appreciate the tier 1. Hello, mate. Good evening. Good evening. Hope you're well, sir. You're leaving for Singapore tomorrow for the rest of the month, so I had to get them in early, mate. Marcus, you know I don't expect you to do that, mate. You know I don't. But honestly, I have a freaking fantastic time away, mate. I'm very jealous. Yeah. Thank you as always, mate. I mean, I think you know how much I appreciate you, but yeah. Thanks, mate. I'm sure you do. Okay, so flat 5 for departure. And then it's 49, 52, 58. So that's a flat 5, TO2, 149, 152, 158. Sweet. Make the worst is yet to come. No. Yeah, we got a nice little evening flight up to Shanghai tonight with the 777. Cannot wait. And I'm evidently in the Taylor Swift mood tonight as well. Just like a daydream. And it's gonna go down in flames. Ba-na-ba-na-ba-na-na-na. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Did I get invited to her wedding? No, unfortunately not. Gutted. I was hoping I would have done, but evidently not famous enough yet. That's all right. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Julian, thank you for the 30 months with a Prime. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thanks for joining me on the flight early, mate. Hope you had a decent ladder back into Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Surely we're not doing this again.
Marcus _
We have already had all of this madness tonight. Today. So that's 100 subs today, right? Or 110 subs, actually. And 58,000 bits earlier. I mean, what the f... Marcus, you're a diamond. Thank you so much, mate. 5 gifted to Wolfpack Nation. I need to poop. Sim Race Fly, Jose, and Death's Kamikaze. Thank you so much, mate. No. No. No, it wouldn't. It really wouldn't look good. There we go. Alright, that's all up there. Coolio, let's go. And prepare for pushback and departure. Yeah, chat, if you were one of the lucky 5 to get a gifted sub from Marcus, please make sure you say a big thank you. Foxy, good evening. Was a lovely landing. Just started MCC on the 7.3, so doing a bit more pre-flight now. Quite fun, actually. Sick, mate. Nice. That's nice. That is what I like to hear. And he can, and then you like to this.
For a 350 gifted 25 subs.
Oh. Oh my. I just do not get it. It's always after CD. Honestly, a Freddy Honor's hit the nail on the head. It's always after CTDs. Like, it's almost like you take this, like, enjoyment out of me CTD. It's like, right, Jamie has CTD'd. I feel bad for him. Let's gift him some subs. Marcus, you freaking legend. Let's go, mate. I'm hoping that is going to update to show 300 gifted subs, which, for not even the middle of the month, is absolutely crazy. Mate, thank you so much for 25 gifted. Before we get pushing, we will be sure to go and grab the names of those unbelievably lucky 25 gifted. Marcus, thank you, mate. To Monsodium Glutamate, Lazy Dot, Landy, Nickman, Agree, Fly Studios, Mr. Chucky, Caspilli, Willis, Zeon, Peter, Wally, Salvers, Foxy, Chili, Ransom Plays, Tucson, Ayus, Dr. Zap, Apocalypse, Foxito, Vex, Swoosh, Grafton, and A Great Way to Fly. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate you, Marcus. I don't know what I've done today to deserve all the love and support, but yeah. Like I said, let's make sure that this week is a freaking good week. Lazy Dot, welcome in. Cool. Thank you for the 16 months for the Prime. Cheers. Cheers. You're doing something right. I must be doing something right. I don't quite know what that something right is, but yes, as you say, evidently it is right. Voa, thank you for the raid as well, mate. Cheers. Welcome in, bud. Do you think England can win the World Cup? Yeah, I think so. I don't think you get to the last four, you know, through luck. We were actually speaking about it a minute ago. Yeah, I don't think you get there through luck. So I think we've got every possibility to win the World Cup. Cool. Cheers. Thank you for the 16 months with the Prime. I hope you're well, mate. Cheers, 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 cheers. Great timing, actually. We're actually just about to get out of Taipei on our way to Shanghai. So, yeah, great time to join in. Thank you again, mate. I appreciate your 16-month sub with the Prime. Legend, mate. Legend, legend, legend. Freaking bloody legend. Hurry up. I'm hurrying, okay? Bear with. Let me cook. Let me cook. Well, no, I can't freaking hurry up because we've got bloody planes. Once they're clear, we can go. No, we're gonna leave the gate shortly. Right, we're gonna wait for either Air 833 and 655 to pass, and then once they're passed, we're gonna push back. Gonna face east. Taipei traffic, either Air 722. We're gonna be pushing back off Bravo 7 after the 2 company 777s. Lovely. Before start, checklist is completed. Ah, is he rude to you as well, Alf? George. Yeah. Terrible. What a terrible way to talk to you, Alf. Oh, Voa, mate, not only dropping the lovely raid this evening, but also a cheeky little gifted sub as well. Thank you for the 4 months, mate. I appreciate the tier 1. Voa, you're a legend. Thank you, mate. Am I watching a replay, or did Jamie get bored and decided he loves chat so much that he had to stream again today? Yeah, I think that was it, mate. I think that was it. No, I said that I wanted to get live this evening, but I'll be honest with you, it was so bloody hot. I didn't think that it would be possible tonight, but here we are. Here we are. Voa, thank you so much, mate. I appreciate the 4 months. Cheers for your tier 1, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolute diamond, mate. I've got an itchy eye. Oh. Right, so we've got the first 777 passing by. I think this is Leo over here, so I don't know what Leo is doing, whether he's going to start moving in a minute, but we'll see. You have aircon in that room. Yeah, right, okay. This is a concept that I've tried to explain. And it's a concept that I tried... moving. It's a concept that I tried explaining last week also. So, I don't have aircon in the kitchen or the bathroom or the landing or anything. So, people were like, oh my God, Jamie, yeah, but you've got aircon. And it's like, yes, I do have aircon in my room, but I do have to perform activities outside of my room. It's like, people are like, what are you complaining about the heat for? It's like, come on, Jamie, you've got aircon. I'm like, yeah, but I don't have it everywhere. I wish I had it everywhere. Yeah, we got the Boris mod. Oh, nice, Voa. Very, very, very nice. I was watching a guy on Twitch earlier control a Athena radar. All I'm going to say, chat, is it was a painful watch.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Right, let's get out of here. No. No, not at the same time. This is going to have to work out pretty perfectly. Pushes in tandem. I hope this is going to work. Ian was getting controlled by him, I think, before he lost. Oh. Honestly, the guy had like 50 people tagged up. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Running around like running away, running away. Right. So we actually have a different, there we go. That one there. Okay. Well, wasn't that a very, very, very smart idea to push back at the exact same time as me? That was not the smartest idea from the company aircraft in front. It's fine, it's fine. Right, let's get these engines started. Number 2.
Please set parking brakes.
There we go.
Unlocking gear.
All's well that ends well. Oh, I forget that we've got dirty coughing children in the background. Yeah, I agree actually, Alec. Which one is it? Is it that one? No. It's cab button. No.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Holy moly. That is quite a nice sound. I will have number 1 as well. Hamish, thank you for the subscription, sir. Hamish, 64 months with a tier 1. Thank you, mate. Yeah, literally. Praise the Lord for Boris. We love you, Boris. Next time you're here. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I need this in my life. So sexy. I actually feel the engine starting the 777 go through my body. Any builds didn't do the modelling, FYI. Really? I thought they were doing the modelling. No? I don't know. Maybe I got confused. Confirmed on the on their FAQ they did the texturing. Okay, so they done the texturing, not the model. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Laps 5 for departure. Animation, etc. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring this up. I'll take a look. Alright, sweet. Oh. Oh. Hang on a second, why is this not working? There we go. I'm sitting there thinking, does it usually take this long for the flaps to come out on the 777? I'm thinking, oh god, it hasn't reset like my settings for that. No, Mizzy, apart from the fact that it's deleted my Tobii eye tracking. Apart from that it's deleted my Tobii eye tracking settings, apart from that, it's okay, mate. Cheers, Alec. Bloody legend. John Lex, yeah, we did have a stream earlier, mate. We done a nice little KLM rotation, which was good. Very good fun. And we've got a nice little flight tonight up to Shanghai. It's only about an hour flight up to Shanghai. But it's just to try out Sim Update 6. It's to see how we get on with OLED. And, yeah, just a bit of a test flight, really. Right, taxi, Quebec, Echo, November 1123. Right, it's pretty simple. All right, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. Sweet. Oh, I'm so annoyed that it's nuked my Tobii eye tracking settings. I'm sure there's a VOD from like a couple of days ago where I showed my up-to-date tracking settings. Best resembles me. I have no idea. This one, because he's got sweet in his mouth. Very, very, very relevant. He's also the fattest. Exactly. Oh, there we go. I can get one notch without it being too right. Spot on. Emilsy, we're currently on TAA, mate. Yes. Yeah, TAA at the moment. Surprisingly, the weather's quite okay at the moment. Usually the weather's pretty rubbish in this area of the world. Do you use NVIDIA? Ali, yes, I am using NVIDIA, mate, and I am on the latest driver update. I'm also experiencing a few issues on the latest NVIDIA driver too, with a tiny little bit of input lag with my mouse. So I'm going to have to still investigate, still have a look at that. Cheers, Verratti. I don't think they're my up-to-date ones, though. Hi, Marlon. This week we finally get multiple jetways, albeit O'Hare only for now. Yeah, hopefully this week is going to be the week of Chicago. Yeah, I think so. Based on what you, Bate, said earlier, it certainly seems so. Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to Chicago. No, Brad, I'm not, no. No, this is the AOC Design Studio thingy-majiggy, Taipei. Is it worth going Sim Update 6? Yeah, I must admit, my base FPS is very good. Yeah, I mean, you'll see that I'm tabbed out of the sim at the moment. And I'm currently getting 51 base FPS, which is very good, actually. And this is what I had previously, before Sim Update 5, was when I was tabbed out, I was still obviously, it was still smooth, because I had a decent base FPS. You'll see that even when I'm tabbed onto the other screen, it's quite good. So, yeah. So yes, that's fine. Comes in on runway entry. Taipei traffic, either S722, we're going to be lining up and departing 23 right via the Piano 1 Delta departure. Okay, 23 right, clear on the left side. Approach path on the right-hand side also looks pretty clear. In we go. I have definitely not followed these because I'm a terrible, terrible pilot. Before takeoff checklist is completed. Sweet. Evening Freeze, you need a vibey flight, 1 hour max, A320 preferably. Edinburgh to Vega. Nice little Atlantic Airways flight up to Vega. Can't go wrong. This time of year, nice late sunset. Yeah, that's the one. Right, Coolio, let's frickin' do this. Take off. Okay, thrust is set. Speed is alive. 80 knots checked. Slowly centre the control column.
V1.
Rotate. Positive, ready to climb, gear up. LNAV. Oh, God. Russia, LNAV, VNAV speed. Okay, yeah, OLED looks mental. That looks insane with the lights, actually. All we need to do is just iron out a few little bugs here and there, and life is going to be cushy. Imagine this, but instead going to any Chicago. I am excited. Flaps up. God, they are just absolutely roaring. I've understood from an unknown source that Chicago is being released with the A220. Can you confirm or deny? I cannot confirm or deny because I have not got a frickin' Scooby. But if it does, I will be highly, highly surprised. What's Sim Update 6 like? I don't know, mate. I'm doing currently my first flight in Sim Update 6. I have no idea at the moment. It's the whole, that's the whole key point of this flight. It's a test flight. I don't have a clue at the moment, mate. I am just as unsure as you at the moment. Yeah, I mean, the main thing for me is my base FPS seems to be much improved. So that's very important. Bella, my performance is okay, but I'm still having a few issues in terms of slight input lag with my mouse, which still going to have to work away with that. So I still don't know why that's the case. Doesn't really make much sense as to why that's the case. only seems to be as, you know, as I'm streaming. But there seems to be an issue with that. When I wasn't streaming, it was fine. So, yeah, we'll carry on investigating that. See if we can work out any issues. I hope you're well, though, Bella. Welcome in. Yeah, very strange. Very, very, very strange. It's probably one... The problem is I use 2 PCs, so there's probably one tiny, tiny, pesky little setting that just isn't quite right, that needs to be tweaked or changed or just changed around. And where I've obviously changed over monitor, it's obviously reset a couple of things. So, I don't know. How did I come up with this flight? I fancy flying the 777. And I thought a nice little sunrise flight to Hong Kong, a nice little sunrise flight to Pudong would be very nice. Just out of pressure. Yeah. So yeah, we should get a banging sunrise as we are on our way down into Shanghai. So it's obviously going to be pretty dark for the moment. Land lights off. Turn off taxis. And for the moment, we enter the absolute darkness over the sea. But you might just be able to see a tiny, tiny little bit of colour on the horizon. Oh yeah, we should actually have this in meters. You are right, actually. Meters. Where is it? Where's the little conversion for meters, chat? In the triple. Am I being really blind? Oh, there it is. There we go. So, flight level 361. So we're climbing to 11,000 meters. That's the one. Do you have any suggestions for airports in Europe to fly in and out of? I normally fly in the US and I'm trying to change it up. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're looking for. Are you looking for a really good scenery? Are you looking for a challenging approach? It depends what you're really after, mate. Definitely could give you some good suggestions, though. Need to fly more in Asia. Yeah, I'm surprised there's no sort of, like, bad weather or anything like that. Usually there's quite a bit of bad weather. Also, oh yeah, you always... I know, I'm sorry, okay? Ah, impeccably epic, mate. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. What was no smoking on? Oh, there we go. Any improvements to Unsim Update 6 yet? Base FPS seems to be better. Yeah, very happy. Oh, actually, sorry. That was actually the other way around the subs. We had Capab with the resub. Capab, thank you, mate. I appreciate the prime. 31 months. And impeccably epic. Thank you for the 63 months. Cheers, guys. Much, much, much appreciated. We're just on our way to... just on our way to Taipei. Just trying out Sim Update 6. Nice little sunrise flight. No, Shanghai. Why do I keep getting in Shanghai and Taipei confused tonight? I keep getting them ran the wrong way. Diddle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Diddle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I actually love this song. This song is like my guilty pleasure tune. This could take some time. Mizzy, there you go, mate. Without the S. Yes, Jay. Jose, that's not the command, mate. The temperature's frozen and here is that's gonna happen. Do 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 do. Holy moly, I've just looked at the Twitch category tonight. Everyone's bloody live. Kenko's live, Murph's live, 757 Spy's live, Grizzle's live. Yeah, bloody hell. I think Chewy was live earlier. Where's Chewy gone? I'm sure Chewy was live. What was Chewy doing?
Is there somebody who's just...
I don't know, maybe not. Hang on, did I dream that Chewy was live? Sure Chewy was live doing something. Yeah, I probably must have dreamt that. Oh, Chewy was on! Oh! Yeah, I just quickly, I quickly went over to his channel to see whether he was still live, but his VOD wasn't there. So I hope he's not had a day of it. Hopefully he's not had a day of sim issues, which is never good fun. So baby, come light me up, and baby, I'll let you on it. No, oh, I hate that. Had a bad time. Plane wasn't responding to him. I tell you, that's the really annoying thing as well. Like, I just know, like, with the 727, like, Matt has probably, like, hyped himself up and been like, oh, this is a sick idea. You know, this is different. It doesn't come out very often on Twitch. And you jump in the plane and it doesn't work. And you're like, why do I bother? Like, why do I bother trying to come up with something, you know, different when things just don't work? I mean, it's an FSS product, so probably enough said. Well, oh, when's the eye test? I didn't tell you about this. So I was meant to have an eye test Tuesday, but I actually changed it to Saturday afternoon. I officially had my first ever eye test where my prescription didn't change, which I am buzzing. So, chat, do you know what that means? This means something very, 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 very important. Nope. Only the one for LASIK. If I want to, I can officially get my my eyes lasered. No new glasses, nothing, mate. Absolutely nothing. So now I need to make the decision as to whether I want to go and get my eyes lasered or not. I don't know. Everyone that I speak to always says it's the most life-changing thing. You know, do it. You don't have to wear glasses. You know, you don't have to worry about contact lenses. It's, you know, it's over in 10 minutes. Week's rest? Nah, not that long. 24 hours, I think it is. And then I think you need to wear like an eye guard for like a month when you're sleeping. Jamie without glasses, you look so strange without glasses. Yeah, but the thing is, it's quite funny because like people that I know when I go out, they're like, God bloody hell, like it's weird to see you with glasses because I wear contact lens when I go out. So, yeah. Your sister saw immediately after surgery, so go for it. You've got to go through a like a bit of a process with like, you know, seeing if you're an appropriate patient or, you know, you're the right person for it. There you go. I mean, it's not really the best thing to currently look at because at the moment I can't see a thing, so I'm probably going a bit like that.
Evening.
Probably a bit squinty.
It's coming yard.
So yeah, you might have to get used to no glasses, Jamie, which might be a bit difficult. Hey, Fred, mate, good evening. Thank you for the 28 months, mate. I appreciate the prime. I hope you are doing very, very, very well. Good evening, mate. I bloody hope so, lad. Aren't those glasses part of your image a bit now? Yeah, somewhat. I can guarantee you, though, like, you'll get used to it. If I do get it done, you'll get very much used to it, and then you'll be like, God, it's weird seeing you with glasses. Evening, Chris. Oh, that does look very nice, Reese. I need to still have a look at the FAQ you sent me. But yeah, I don't actually know how much it is. I think it's like 2,000 an eye to get laser eye surgery in London. Laser eye surgery in London typically ranges from £1,500 to £4,000 per eye. £3,000 to £8,000 for both eyes. It's expensive. Which is absolutely crazy. Like, I mean, let's say it costs £6,000. £6,000 for a 15-minute operation. Like, yeah, wow. I think I'm in the wrong profession. I need to go and be a laser eye surgery specialist. Can't you get an eye sponsorship? Hoping they don't fuck it up. I mean, at the end of the day, it's surgery, so every surgery comes with a risk. But, I mean, if there's a percentage surgery that you would want to go for, it probably is that one. I think the number is like, for every 1 in a million people that have it, like, they have permanent damage. And then I think it's like 1 in every 500,000 or something. Like, it doesn't work, and they just have to revert back to just using glasses and contact lenses or whatnot. So, it's the risk you take. I think nowadays it is very, very, very safe, though. Like, if you're not a suitable candidate for it, they don't take you forward. Like, if you suffer with dry eyes, if you've got a less developed cornea and things like that, they're really careful with the sort of selection for it. So I don't know. I need to sit down and think about it. I said that I wanted to do it this year. Let's see. 5 months left till the end of the year. Good song. After I should go Turkey for receding hairline. How's him update 680? Yeah, so far so good, mate. Not bad. Not bad at all. We've got a stunning little sunrise coming in, as you can see, on the way to Shanghai. You will chicken out. I don't know. It's one of those ones, isn't it? I tell you what, the worst thing about mummy pain, nanny pain. My mum had it done, and my mum's had 20/20 vision since she was like 25. She's now 51, and her laser eye surgery is perfect. And she had really bad eyes. So there's success stories in the family. What was I going to say? It's it would be life-changing. Like, you know, not having to... Like, I'll give you an example. I went out on Friday, right? And it's stupid little things like wearing shorts. Like, I obviously don't want to carry a massive glasses case around with me. And I didn't take my glasses. And then it got to like 11 o'clock, and then my eyes became scratchy, and I just wanted to take my contact lens out, but I couldn't because I didn't have my glasses. On holiday, for example, like being sat by the pool, you know, like, I'm lucky that I've got prescriptive sunglasses, like a good pair, which I like wearing, but, you know, I went many a years without prescriptive sunglasses and just used to sit by the pool absolutely blind. Used to lay there, and it's like, can't see a thing. It is horrible. It's horrible not having good eyesight. I don't think people appreciate having 20/20 vision. When you don't have 20/20 vision, yeah. Captain Lullo, hey, how's the update, mate? Yeah, Sim Update 6 is performing well at the moment, mate. All good. I can't complain. I'm just enjoying the beautiful sunrise at the moment. I just want to spend the entire flight on that wing view. It's stunning. I was somebody new. Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. I need to work out, chat. Now, why when my streaming PC goes on, do I get input lag from my mouse? Like, why would that be the case? What is it that it doesn't like? No. Currently, it's not connecting at all at the moment. Interference! It's just strange. Like, with my other monitor, obviously, I was having that issue with Ghost, and it's like... something obviously just isn't right. Like, something isn't working in tandem. Look, you can sort of see the input delay. I thought maybe it was GSX. Sorry, I thought maybe it was Chase Plane earlier, but just bear with. Towers on? No way! Oh, that is brilliant. Now, I must admit, I did not expect that. I don't dare start messing about with that right now. Like, why? Why, when that second PC goes on, does it seem to lag the mouse? So strange. Mouse sensitivity. You can see even with that, it's something with Chase Plane that it doesn't like. I'm so sure of it. Because for a moment earlier, Chase Plane went off and it was really smooth. I really think it's something to do with Chase Plane. I don't know what. Someone's put something in YouTube, which I'll have a look at in a minute. Mr. Rickles, thank you for the 31 months, mate. I appreciate the tier 1. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you well. Happy Monday evening. I mean, look at this. 4 times frame gen. Having it sometimes, right mouse click for free look, 10 seconds later free look starts, but only sometimes. I think that's definitely a Chase Plane bug. Yeah, what I'm going to have to try is I'm going to have to maybe try without Chase Plane. Said I installed Chase Plane yesterday. I felt a bad mouse movement. Yeah, interesting. It's very strange, though, that it only seems to happen when my streaming PC goes on. Did you try 5 times, 6 times frame gen? No, mate. To be honest, at the moment, my base FPS is like when it decides to stable out. Yeah, at the moment, my base FPS is, you know, near on 50. So, it's pretty pointless. Yeah. Frame gen gives you input lag. Maybe I've got a setting slightly wrong on NVIDIA. I changed something to do with frame gen yesterday in my NVIDIA. So, maybe I need to review a setting there. Very strange. Yeah, maybe it is something to do with frame gen that it doesn't like, or I need to reset the frame gen. And maybe it just doesn't like in tandem with the other PC. Yeah, it's frame gen, mate. Okay, cool. Don't have a second PC. It's only at the beginning. It fixes itself after a while. Yeah. Frame gen, mate. All right. I will take a look. It is interesting that you mentioned frame gen, though, because I, No, Dougie, I haven't, mate. I actually messed about with... Yeah, I messed about with all this, but I think this is right. Maybe not. Maybe not. Why do I feel like I never done this before? I never done DLSS override frame gen mode and selected the multiplier in here. Maybe I did. Oh, God, honestly, I so wish I could, like, see all of my settings from yesterday before I change things. Yeah, I'll try that, Reese. I'll try that. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. Tate, mate, welcome in. Thank you for the 29 months for the Prime. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that a lot, mate. You're an absolute diamond. Thank you, mate. Just use the default in there, let the game do the setting. Yeah. I have always set my, like, frame gen externally, but... Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense. I mean, it's very smooth. Like, I mean, once I get control of the mouse, it's very smooth. It's just that, like, as soon as I click, it's when it doesn't seem to like it very much. DLSS preset override should be recommended for both. I do 3 times. Haddish, when I did it via MSFS, left in video as 3D application. Yeah, I'll have a look, Dougie. I'll have a look. I mean, for me, like, it's really difficult for me because I obviously use a dual PC, and I find it interesting that the issues only seem to start to occur with my dual PC. So it seems as soon as the streaming PC goes on and starts streaming, there becomes an issue, which is interesting. Yeah. Very odd. PCs, who'd have them? I will double check frame gen and see whether it's something like that. I think it's going to be, you know, a couple of days of those things, chat. Just trying to iron out a few little bits and bobs here and there. I just know that I'm going to have that brainwave in a couple of days, like, as to why my mouse is potentially lagging. It's interesting that people have said frame gen, but, yeah. Why does that make any sense, though, if when I'm not using my second PC, it's okay? Doesn't really add up. Like, if it was something to do with frame gen, I feel like it wouldn't be an issue. It would be an issue permanently, not just when the second PC goes on. JMB, hey mate, welcome in. England versus Argentina live reaction stream. No, unfortunately not, mate. I will be watching it with my family. Sorry to say, mate. I don't think I could take the stress on it. It's a latency. The time after click until the command arrives. So I had... so I said Toby, free lock's never affected. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Latency, yeah, that's it. I did try the low latency mode, but that made absolutely no difference. That made everything worse. So I was like, right, get rid of that. No, performance is fantastic, Johnny. I'm currently getting, like, my base FPS value is, when it decides to sell, my base FPS value is around 50 at the moment, which is fantastic. You know, in comparison to what it has been. So performance is great. Oh my God, mate, look at this night lighting. This actually looks redonkulous. Wowzers. You would bet on a USB issue. We're all getting more and more USB devices connected. Yeah, possibly. Why does it feel like we're arriving after an overnighter? So I'm sure that some of you were in here earlier. Ubaid wants me to do this. For anybody that wasn't in the stream earlier. He's forcing my hand chat to do this. So that should be good fun. Whenever Chicago is ready for release. Yeah, I do want to get a long haul in this week. And I do want my long haul to be a 340 one. I've got my heart set on a 340 long haul this week. If he said if you do it, the 8020 will release on the same day. Blink twice if Chicago released this week. Well, from what Ubaid said in chat, I would probably say yes. I think it will be Chicago this week, A220 next 2 weeks. I originally was thinking that the A220 would be this week, but I can't see the 220 being this week. I hope I'm wrong, but I can't. Oh, Zeri, mate, you're a legend. Thank you so much for logging on Tower, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. So, 17... What is it? 16 left, 17 right. Why do my charts not pin anymore? I don't know. Ugh. 16 left, 17 right. 16 left, I think, probably makes the most amount of sense if we're... Oh, no, but we're going in from... I don't know. 16 left, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Sipping in a bad dream. Bravo Kilo Golf. That works a little bit better for 16 left. Let's chuck that in. I would and I need you to set me free. Coolio, stop descent 60 miles away. Oh, chat, this looks so good. This sunrise flight was such a good idea. This was a quality little choice stay, actually, into Shanghai. Hey, nice, Josh. 123. I mean, for the 380, that is very good, mate. That is very good indeed. Right, chat, I'm just going to go and quickly nip to the loo. And then we'll carry on prepping this arrival. Yeah, sure, Ferraz. There you go, mate. That's what I run at the moment. Hopefully you can get a quick little screenshot. I'll leave you with Teddy Swims. Dun-na, 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 dun-na. Mate, honestly, this OLED monitor is so good. Like, just like when you come back here and, oh, mate, I actually cannot wait to just get this fully, like, 100% working. It's actually revolutionary. I hear they have OLED displays on the machines at a certain establishment near my next house. The difference maker is 4K. I cannot go through the pain of dealing with setting up another monitor. Honestly, it's been a nightmare enough to get this one working. I'm keeping this and making this work for as long as is humanly possible. My brain honestly cannot take the stress. Alright, borrow 220. You could probably understand why. Why is that taking so long to scroll? Right, I can't be bothered to wait. Before you got this monitor, did you think this would happen? I mean, no. Because, I mean, monitor should be the easiest thing to change. Like, across. There should be no reason for a monitor to break. It should be a case of changing the cables. Yeah, Nicholas, that's correct, mate. Our cruise altitude is 11,000 meters. We're in China, so yeah, the altitude's slightly different. Right, so first initial descent for us is going to be down to 6,800 meters, which is flight level 223. iFlight doesn't work all that great in Sim Update 6. Okay, that's interesting to know. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with Sim Update 6 for the moment. I must admit, I'm very happy with my base FPS being better. So, yeah, no real reason not to be honest. Quite happy at the moment. Typhoon, thank you so much, mate. 50 months with a tier 1. The big 5-0 with the GOAT. Is that me? No. Surely not. Never. You legend. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you a lot, mate. Very much so. 220 mins. Has that worked? Oh. Oh, why does my borrow keep scrolling? Oh. Oh, hang on. Ah, it was stuck. Fuck's sake, why is it taking so long? Call out submission on landing. What, in the triple? Okay, that's interesting to know. Not long ago, a monitor was plug and play. Now it's a mess with all the settings, G-Sync, VIR, how they were being set up with FrameGen, V-Sync. Yep. Oh, the iFlight. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. No, thanks for letting me know about that. That's okay. I mean, it is very easy to switch back and switch to and from or whatever, but yeah. So far, so good. Lalo, thank you for the follow. Cheers, mate. Welcome in. Ah, nice, Brad. Enjoy. Great choice. Have I ever thought of being a real pilot? Yes, absolutely. Unfortunately, I don't think it will happen. I have interest in other things now, to be honest. Yeah, I can't see me being a real pilot. Hey, never say never. But example, I'll be honest with you, like, my career has been very much as flight sim is what I do, my career has sort of been in entertainment, and you know, that's the main part of what I do. Yeah, I kind of want to carry on in sort of something entertainment related. at the moment, obviously, that is still very much streaming, but, yeah. I don't know. I'd like to do something on TV, maybe. I don't know, like a presenter, or... I don't know. I don't know. Adult site entertainer. Yeah, I'm going to be a full-time OnlyFans content creator, that's it. PBL, something less full-on. Not really. I don't know. I don't really have much of an interest in getting even something like a PBL. I don't know. GA don't really interest you. It's not that it doesn't interest me as such. I mean, I'd love to, you know, how cool, you know, being able to say you've got a PBL, right? Even if you don't go for, like, an ATPL. But it's like the cost of that versus the benefit of having that. I don't know. So, personally, no. To answer the main question of do I want to become a pilot. I almost feel like I have traits that I've developed and learned through streaming that would almost be wasted if I was a pilot. Like, that's not to take anything away from pilots or anything like that, but there's certain traits and skills that you learn when you're a streamer that wouldn't be able to be used if I was a real world pilot. So I don't know. When I've got... Yeah, okay, Fred, deal. I'll hold you to that one. Definitely. What about ATC? That's always been my my thing. Ever since I was, like, young, and before streaming was even a thing, like, it wasn't being a pilot, it was being, like, doing ATC. That is where I always envisaged myself as a future career. And I certainly wouldn't say that that is, you know, off the cards. I must admit, life is very scary. Like, in terms of the unknown for me. Like, I very much am hoping that I'm able to continue streaming for however long. But, you know, I've been streaming now for 7 years. I almost don't know a life any different. Like, the thought of a life different to streaming is scary. Like, it's such a strange thought. And streaming not being my life. Like, you know, I'm sure it was strange for someone like Chewy, for example, where obviously he done the same and streamed full-time and streamed Monday to Friday and whatever. And it was his job. And then obviously it wasn't. So it's a scary thought. To require a plan B, sir. I mean, what would be ideal is, like, in, I don't know, let's say 3 years time, for example. Like, I'm like, right, I'm ready for a change. I've been streaming Flight Sim for 10 years, pretty consistently week in, week out. Let's say 3 years down the line, maybe after a new sim, and that starts to peter out after a while, and I'm like, right, ready to change things up. It'd be nice to use something still with my channel in the next thing. Whatever that may be, whether it be something to do with travel, whether it be to do with travel vlogs, who knows? Who knows? Going to be the next Noel Phillips. So, yeah. I like to think that I'm very clued up in terms of how to run a successful, you know, channel. So I'm fully aware of when things need to be changed and things like that. So, yeah. All right, cool, Joey. Good. You're young enough when you can explore career options to make a career out of it, whether it's broadcast, aviation, ATC, streaming. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Do you know what? Whenever I have these conversations with family, friends, whatever, and it's a really scary conversation because the question that is always thrown to me, like without fail, is what are you gonna do when streaming's over? And it's like, it's such a horrible question that's asked because it's not like you speak to, your pilot friend or you speak to your friend in finance, and one of the first questions you ask them is, oh, so what are you going to do when your career's over? And it's like crazy to get that question. I'm like, I don't know. I think people, when you speak to people about your career and stuff, like, people are very much aware that it's, you know, it's not something that you do for 50 years. Like, you know, people spend 50 years in the same company, 40 years doing the same thing. People don't exactly tend to spend 20 years streaming. I certainly think there's some guys that, you know, have been streaming since pretty much the day that Justin TV was first developed. That was before it was called Twitch. And I'm sure there's one of the streamers who's got like a 15-year, 16-year sub to him, like, and still subs today. And obviously the streamer still streams, and it's like, what? That is crazy. Absolutely, JMB. I've been very lucky in the sense, well, I say lucky, I wouldn't say it's luck, you know, I've had to work hard to get to where I got, but I very much know that I am high up in the category. Like, you know, a lot of people will know who I am, a lot of people know about the channel, but it is one thing being close to the top category or top of the category, and then another thing is maintaining that. And that's what's difficult. It's getting to the top of the category. That's kind of easy. When you've got the skills and you've got the ability to be able to entertain, you can do it. But it's like, right, okay, I'm now here. How do I then make sure that I stay there? Skills. Somewhat skills. Dodgy flying skills. And all your friends say he's the one. How's the OLED? Oh, mate, Alex, it's insane, mate. It's beautiful. It really is good. Okay, so Barrow's in. Ref speed, flat birdie, 148. And let's have a look where we're going to be vacating into Shanghai. I need to have a look at that route. So, landing 16 left. Yeah, 16 left. So we're looking to vacate right, and then most likely Romeo 3. Oh, I always find taxiing around Shanghai the most confusionist thing ever. The airport is absolutely humongous. So, yeah, wherever we do decide to vacate, we'll probably taxi to Romeo 3 to cross, and then if we get somewhere up Terminal 2, I don't know where either air park. I ain't got a freaking clue. You could always be a mattress salesman. Hello, Smitty. Is this the main man himself? Is this the Smitty? It is the Smitty. Hello, mate. Of the good old days being a mattress salesman, eh? I've got my, I've got the possibility to return, although the place that I did used to work at is no longer there, which is very sad. So I'd have to go and work at DFS or Benson's for Beds. Smitty, I hope you are doing very well, sir. Oh, yes. Don't. I'm actually so looking forward to flying the MD-11 this week. Doing well, thanks. Hope all is well with you and yours. Yeah, mate. Can't complain. All is good. It's been a pretty interesting sort of few days with PC issues and dual PC issues, and yeah, just a little bit of a period of it where things just haven't worked as intended, but it's all part of it. Amazing answer to his question. He already left mid-topic. I loved your answer, and I think so many who came in and asked about being a pilot are the same as him. But I love how you responded. The level of streaming seems... your level of streaming seems like such a much better quality of life than a pilot's life. I suppose it depends. Depends what you sort of class as a better quality of life, really. I think every job has got its positives and negatives. Like, you know, if you're a pilot, you've got your guaranteed wage. You know, you go and work your day, you come back, and you're done. You're done for the day. You know, whereas streaming, it's always that constant prep and constant planning. You know, there's never a minute that you actually stop and don't think about something flight sim. You know. All part and parcel. Do you or anyone have a clip of your little rant on Athena radar? No. I don't have a clip of it. I don't know where it would be. Yes, Poland it is. We're still getting a slight little bit of input lag from the mouse, which I'm still going to have to try and get to the bottom of. But performance-wise is great. I mean, if I can get rid of this little bit of input lag, then yeah, I mean, performance is lovely. But I don't know why the input lag is happening. It's very strange. Samox on YouTube says, what's good about Sim Update 6? My base FPS is great. Yeah, it's really impressive, actually. No, Poland, we're on Sim Update 6, yeah. Fluzanti from Salzburg had disconnect because Athena Radar logged on. Honestly, I was watching Athena Radar earlier. He was controlling, and he was controlling on Twitch. Oh, honestly, absolute disaster. The guy had like 45 planes tagged up, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, honestly, I find, like, on a sector, if I've got any more than 10 planes tagged up, you know, that's not even aircrafts on the ground. Like, if I've got 10 planes tagged up and a few on the ground, I'm, like, at max capacity of my ability to be able to provide a good quality service. I don't know what enjoyment these controllers get out of controlling, like, 50, 60 aircrafts. Like, it's crazy. Just flown through Athena and he told the entire frequency to cheer up. The US has massive sectors too. The US does have massive sectors, and some of them are sometimes a little bit too busy. But I never find them as bad as Athena. The problem is with Athena Radar in summer is everyone is flying to Rhodes, Kos, Corfu, Zante, Skiathos, Thessaloniki, Santorini, Heraklion. Like, all of those airports have the ability to be busy. Whereas when you're flying in, like, America, like, and someone's controlling Salt Lake Center, it's a massive sector, but do you really have much more than a couple of aircrafts at Salt Lake and maybe Boise? If Boise's even covered by Salt Lake. Like, you know, I never find a US sector to be anywhere near the same level as what, like, Athena Radar can be. Like, Athena Radar is, like, just painfully bad sometimes. It's terrible. Nah, no problems, Ollie. Live tomorrow, 11 or 12. It's a little bit later tomorrow because I've got to go to the dentist. Yuck. So, yeah. If you are heading out or whatnot, I'm live tomorrow during the day, 11 or 12. Like I said, I just need to... I got the dentist at 8:15 tomorrow, which I'm dreading. I hate the dentist with the passion. It is my most hated thing, for sure. Right, Chat, predictions are open for the landing into Shanghai. So if you would like to get your points in, you're more than welcome to do so. Any plans on what you will fly tomorrow? Well, we've got the CRJ, A340, A300, and MD-11 that I want to get through this week. So... I don't know. I honestly don't know. We will see. We will see what I'm in the mood for tomorrow. Definitely something that doesn't involve Europe, I think. I think we're going to try and do things if we can outside of Europe for the next couple of days. Try and, you know, go to some different places and... yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Africa. Oh, I just wish the sceneries and, like, things were better in Africa. I really do. NZ. Yeah, maybe. I feel like I've just flown into Queenstown, like, so many times. Done so many flights in Queenstown. It's like when you do Queenstown and you do Wellington a couple of times, like, bloody hell, I've done freaking everything in bloody New Zealand. There's the airport. Look how big that airport is. That's ridiculous. That's the best, Brad. Honestly, I absolutely loathe the day that Fabrizio Romano ruined football. I used to love nothing more than turning on the TV on deadline day and literally getting up at like 12 o'clock or whatever, putting the TV on for 12 o'clock in the afternoon if I wasn't at school, and waiting until deadline day, watching Sky Sports the whole day. Brilliant. The here we goes and all that jazz have absolutely ruined the fun of it, which is such a shame. Cheers for joining on the flight, guys. 1188 is the tower frequency, which we've already got selected up there. Nice little view of oh, I keep getting the wrong. Fans of the stadium sticking a dildo in present. I never went down there on deadline day. I do see that Sky Sports News still do deadline day, and I'm like, no one's watching this. No one is watching this, unfortunately, anymore. Coolio. John says Air Hong Kong cargo ops out of Hong Kong A300. That's not a bad shout, actually. I just find that when I fly in and out of Hong Kong, it's usually to Taipei, Kaohsiung, Shanghai. And then if you fly to sort of anywhere else, the photogrammetry is not great, so... yeah. I just wish Asia looked better in the sim. Like, personally, I find that China... I mean, Japan looks amazing, but like China doesn't look too bad if you fly on the coast. It's when you get inland in China that things really don't look so good. Like, I think on the coast here it actually looks quite okay. Whack that on. Predictions are open, chat. If you want to get your points on the landing, nice little early morning flight into Shanghai. We done that actually quite recently, Buzzer. Yeah, we done that a couple of weeks back. It's a good flight, actually. Very, very, very nice flight. Hey, here he is. Adam, good to see you, mate. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's go, flaps 1. Oh, I love the 777. It is literally life. We'll go 2000 as well. Adam, you absolute diamond, mate. Thank you for 71 months with the tier 2. Mate, I hope you had a fantastic day. Good to see ya. Yeah, we've had a mental day today. Great stream earlier. Insane stream tonight as well. I mean, I can't believe we've had even more support this evening. Like, yeah, it's been pretty darn wild. Speed brake. Hopefully we'll be armed. Here's in like a drunk cigarette. Hey, Mr. Operator's back. Morning, sir. Hello, 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 hello. Dougie, thank you for the 22 months, mate. I appreciate the... Sorry, not 22 months, 28 months. Mate, thank you for the prime. Just on our arrival into Shanghai. Lovely Eva Air 777. Nice to see the PMDG getting love. I'm always, mate. Very much a big fan of the 777. Nah, probably not Asker. I think overnighters, unfortunately, are out of the conversation until it cools down a bit. Yeah, it's too hot, mate. Like I said, even having aircon, it just... Yeah, it's just so hot. I mean, like, I'm sat here at the moment and I'm pretty toasty as well. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, actually. I quite like Ho Chi Minh City as well. I don't want to drop down, lover. I don't want to be a home wrecker. Do, 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 do. I got that song stuck in my brain. Okay, we've got the field in sight. VTC done nice. Yeah, I think so, Dave. Definitely. That looks insane with the wing. Right, let's go and switch over to 1188. Tower, very good. A morning to you, Eva 722. Final runway 16 left, 9 miles.
Eva 722, very good morning from Pudong Tower. Runway 17 left. Question 1, runway 16 left. Sorry about that. Clear to land. Wing 100 degrees, aim just a second.
Cleared to land, runway 16 left, Eva 722. I think he was going to get our wins in a...
China 67, runway 17 left. You're clear for takeoff. Wing 100 degrees, 8 meters per second.
Oh, we're not going to get a CDA here, actually. I wasn't paying enough attention, to be fair. Bloody get down. Predictions are literally just about to close. So I would say make sure you go and get your points in nice and quickly. I don't want to go down another. It's good. Tonkontin. Oh my god, I have not flown into Tonkontin for so long. It's been years since I last done a flight into there. Is Tonkontin even still open? Genuinely, I have no idea.
right turn on to Papa 4, then hold short of runway 17 left.
Nah, not planning on it, George. When is it?
Keep on 721, right runway 17 left, hold short of Papa.
What, this month? Definitely not.
Right on 967, up at ATC, forget to change the cruise, bye-bye.
Advise away for China 967, right?
Thank you, bye-bye.
Right, here goes, chat. Request a wind check, please, Eva S722.
Eva 722 currently 100 degrees, 8 meters per second, and keep the next 103.
Roger, Eva S722. I've got no idea what the meters per second means. Isn't meters per second like half
1,000.
half knots? Oh,
Eva 721 negative. Keep straight and right turn onto Bravo, then left onto Tango 4, then hold to the Echo.
15 knots. Yeah, I thought so.
500.
Just double the MPS. Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Disregard. It's just the landing checklist. Everything's all good. Winds from the right hand side, 22 knots. 2 whites, 2 reds. A little bit high. Called into the glide.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Brakes up. Versus normal. Oh, oh yes. Oh my god, that is what I'm talking about. Starting. 60 knots. Man, your brakes. Shout out everyone, welcome down to Shanghai. I love flying into here. I tell you, we owe a lot of thanks to WF Scenery.
Welcome to Shanghai, taxi right turn onto Golf 2, Golf, Romeo 3, hold for the front 16 right.
Roger, Golf 2, Romeo 3, hold short of runway 16 right for Eva S722.
That's correct.
Golf 2, yeah, okay, so it's just to the left here. Yeah, honestly, we owe a massive thanks to WF Scenery, who do these Chinese airports, which I don't think we would have as good of a representation of if we didn't have WF Scenery. Absolute legends.
So usually 浦东修正海牙，跟着浦东通波插流上 ，all station 浦东 information Charlie correct. Eva 722 cross runway 16 right via Romeo 3 after vacating hold short of Foxtrot.
Roger, Romeo 3, cross runway 16 right after vacating hold short of Foxtrot for Eva S722. Now I have to negotiate taxi around.
Eva 721, can you
Romeo
taxi
3.
via Tango 4, Echo 3, and get your own choice.
Sorry, Tango 4 and Echo 3. Okay, taxi 721.
That was a great landing, actually. Approaches into China can sometimes really be hit and miss, but that was a sweet.
Eva 721, you're currently on Lima 08, but never mind, get your own choice.
left side.
Eva 722, keep taxi via Romeo 3, Foxtrot, Echo 1, Lima 2 for indicate on choice. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much. We'll continue taxi Romeo 3, Romeo 3 Foxtrot, Echo 1 Lima 2 gate of choice. Eva 722, thank you very much.
Thank you for flying with us. Bye-bye.
You are most welcome, sir. Thank you for the great AT chat. Can we get some GGs in the chat for Shanghai Tower? Being on at a very, very, very early hour. Romeo 3, Foxtrot, Echo 1. Come on. Easy enough. Where's your tiller, by the way? Do you know what? It's a very interesting question, actually. I've got a FedEx tracking link and everything, but I don't know. I've had absolutely no notification of it or anything. I haven't checked. I need to go and have a look, actually. I'll have a look later.
Eva 173, good morning, Pudong Tower, runway 162. I
think it might have gone missing.
100 degrees, 8 meters per second.
Contact left with land, Eva 173.
Hopefully not. Mr. Sunset Flyer as well. Cheers for the resub, mate. $169. Hey, let's go there. Quite close in front of us. I'll go next to the company. Yeah, it's a lovely scenery here in Shanghai. WF scenery. Spot on. Some great route options as well in and out of Shanghai. Yeah, mega. Oh, is that you, Doom? Oh, sick. Taxi lights off. Nice big swing around. We'll grab those subs in 2 seconds. Rambo as well. Thank you as well, mate. Appreciate that a lot. Go a little bit left to get this back. I can't tell whether we have a floating VDGS. Or is it perspective making it look like it's floating? I don't actually know, to be fair. Although, I don't think it's going to put us in the right place. It is floating, I think. There we do. There we go. That'll do good enough. 1 hour 22. Lovely. Right. APU's running. Just clicked over on time. Shut down. Chat. Welcome down to Shanghai. What a flight. That was spot on, actually. Sim update 6. Very, very, very impressive. I want to go and watch the other guy that's landed in with us. Adam, I think I've answered you a couple of times, mate, about what's different with Sim Update 6. The main thing I've noticed, again, is the base FPS is better. I'm sure I've answered you that quite a few times, mate, but maybe not. Maybe it was someone else. Terrible. Do not recommend. Right, let's go and watch the other company land. Rambo and Ethan. Thanks for those subs. Oh, no. Have we just missed out on Shanghai Center? Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. We're obviously just going to have to fly back out now. We're just going to have to head back to Taipei. Obviously. Good luck, Mr. Eva 777. Yeah, overall, very decent Sim Update 6. I've got one thing to quickly try out. I'm very, very, very annoyed with this mouse input. It's very, very, very frustrating. Well, the passengers on board that Eva 777 are very, very, very much aware that they are safely down in Shanghai. Nice. Right, let's get and deboard there. Chase plane, Dave. Rambo, thank you, mate. 5 months with the Prime. Good to see you, mate. Hope you enjoyed that flight, mate. Thanks, sir. Really, really, really appreciate it. And Mr. Sunset Flyer with 49 months with the Prime. Legend. Thank you, sir. Where has that time gone? Very good bloody question, mate. How do we have this good of a scenery for a place in China? Wow, 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 wow.
173, welcome to.
Freaking brilliant. Right, 2 secs, chat. I will grab the landing rate in a moment. Just let me cook with something for a minute. Wherever you can go. Okay, it's not chase plane. I thought it was potentially something to do with chase plane causing the input lag, but that confirms that it isn't. It's so minor. To be honest, you probably can't even notice it. But the problem is I can notice it. It's so minor. It's so minor. Kratos, Oscar. You can mix me with the bullshit. I can see right through your tears. You watch that be the keyboard. Okay, so it's not USB. It's not a USB problem either. Cannot wait to see the A220 in action on Wednesday, mate. Neither could I. I am so bloody excited for the A220. Frame gen is... So, I've just quickly tested there that it's nothing to do with chase plane, why I'm getting that input lag. And it's nothing to do with the amount of USB connections. So, yeah. 220 on Wednesday. Yep. There's got to be a stream on the MSFS official stream for the 220, which I'm very excited about. Right, landing rate into Shanghai. Ha ha ha! That is what we like to see. 173 feet per minute, 1.07 G, safely down in Shanghai. What a lovely flight. Catch me or go Houdini. Oh, I Sony picked the wrong prediction then. Oh. so nearly. Do you want me to do the return and then go back to Chicago after? God. I come and I go. I wouldn't have minded if you did. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Any Chicago would be great like now. Hey, mate, give it a few days, all right? I don't think we're going to have to wait long. I think this week is going to be the week of Chicago. I don't know. We will see. Chat, thank you very much for a great flight there, by the way. That was a very nice little send to Shanghai. I enjoyed that a lot. The only one thing that I now need to work out is why does my mouse lag on input? Why? Why does that happen? Very strange. Well, we'll do a replay in a moment, chat. Oh. Dun 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 dun. How's my hay fever? Yeah, it's been all right, to be fair. It's been all right. Just gonna try a different frame gen. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at a few things. No, so it's still an issue with dynamic. Only happened in the sim, yeah? Yeah, only in the sim. Let me just try no frame gen. This is probably not going to look very smooth. So, no frame gen seems to do it. Granted, the performance isn't great, but no frame gen does seem to do the trick. So we could be getting a little bit closer. It's frame gen. Obviously, it's laggy, but there's no input lag. Very interesting. So it's frame gen that's doing it. Well, that is interesting. Now, what isn't it liking with my frame gen? No. This is something to do with a setting. We're getting close, chat. We are getting very close. Bear with. We are going to do a replay. You just need to let me have a look at this while I'm live, because it only seems to be happening. Seems to be when I'm outputting to the other PC. That's when it doesn't like. Once it gets close, it gets further away. No, I've got something to cook with. Now, what did I have set previously here? Okay, actually, let me just leave all of that stuff as is. We've got fixture refresh rate and we've got that on. Because your selected frame gen now stays the same in the sim. That's not an issue anymore. Now, we've worked out that it's frame gen causing that input lag. I don't have G-Sync on. I don't have anything like that. Right. Let's load up and see. Okay. I'm glad that we've got to the root cause of why it's happening. It's happening because of frame gen. But why? No, Reese. I tried that earlier and it made no difference, mate. The issue is frame gen. Because we've just turned on no frame gen, and then we tried AMD FSR 3.1, which is 2 times. And while the performance isn't good, obviously with no frame gen or yeah, the performance is shit because the sim's wank. There's no input lag. So it must be something with the frame gen that it does not like. I've just taken away anything frame gen related in the NVIDIA app. And I'm just loading up. But that's good. Do you know what? That is really good because I know exactly where the issue is now coming from. I need a pep talk. I need a hook. I need a dance floor. She's got one little life. She needs to get that house more. Maybe it's scaling. No, we've literally found out exactly what is causing the input lag. It's frame gen. Jamie, hey mate, welcome in. Cheers for the 10 months. Did that play? There we go. I generally don't see why you like this song so much. I love this song so much. Jamie, thank you so much for the 10 months of the Prime, mate. But isn't scaling associated with frame gen? It doesn't really matter. Scaling's got nothing to do with it. We've literally proven that it's something to do with frame gen. Because as soon as we turned off the frame gen, we didn't have the input lag. So that's obviously what's causing it. Henny, yes, I've been a son away on me. Come on, please. Please, 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 please. Whatever God is looking on me right now, please, please let this be the issue. Please let this work. Show. All right. Pudong. Start flight. Honestly, I ask to whoever I have up in the sky that is looking down on me, please be this. What are we hoping for? Hoping to not get any input lag. It's worse, actually. Let me just try like 6 times, for example. 6 times is terrible. Try dynamic, yeah. Hang on. I'm just trying. Still on the beta, yes. No, it's not the beta. So that's actually worse. I don't think the input lag is as bad. But it's not as smooth. It's not as smooth. But we found the issue. It's something to do with my frame gen. I've just never... came to think I've been having a bit of input lag. I've just never noticed it until you brought it up the other day. Just gonna try... But it still doesn't make sense why it only happens when the second PC goes on. When the second PC isn't on, it's fine. Yeah, that didn't quite do what I'd hoped it would do, but okay, right, well, back to the drawing board. Okay, I do think I'm getting a little bit closer. I really, really, really think that I'm getting a little bit closer with things, and it seems to be something to do with frame gen. Sorry, you might have no idea what I was just doing there. Basically, I've got this, like, really minor input lag. And it wasn't an issue until, like, I changed all my monitors around, so, yeah. Yeah, you're seeing some behind-the-scenes troubleshooting. Right. We're gonna leave it there for the moment. I know what I need to look at, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think the input lag is better. I don't feel like the input lag is as bad. But it just doesn't feel as smooth now. So... Are you duplicating the screens or using pass-through? I clone the display, which is what I've always done. Yeah, I will continue to cook with that. I definitely feel like we're getting closer with working out the culprit. Adam, if I knew that answer, I would be changing it to that on the NVIDIA app. But unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that one. Absolute greaser. Right. Fuck this. This is gonna annoy me until I work out what the bloody hell it is. Can we stop breaking things? I love breaking things, evidently. Yeah, you're getting a bit of a behind the scenes here, chat. Have you stopped using add-on linker for 2024? I've never used add-on linker. Controlling per chance. Heath apps on. Yeah, at the moment, I'm gonna just... I've got one or two more things to try. To just see. And the reason why I sort of need to do it when I'm live is because it only seems to happen with my dual PC setup. You attempted to use add-on linker, but it lasted for a day. Correct. So, we've worked out the reason why we're getting a bit of input lag. is because of frame gen. Without frame gen, it doesn't seem to be an issue. So why is frame gen causing the latency on the mouse to not be very good? That is what the we've got to try and work out. So, DLSS override frame gen mode. Did I have it on recommended before? I don't bloody remember. Did the performance improve in Sim Update 6? Yes. Right, I'm going to go fix multiplier 4. That's not what I had before. Well, to be fair, anyway, it's all on thingamajiggy. Vonnie says VSync via monitor OSD, forcing synchronization through monitor's built-in menu adds a frame buffer. Disable it by using G-Sync or FreeSync instead. Response over time, set this to off or normal, makes pixels change. That sounds like... Yeah, that does make sense. Let me just try that first. So do you reckon it's a setting on my on the actual monitor itself? Yeah, I just put on a bit of Taylor Swift. We can't see OSD settings. I'm just having a look. I don't see anything about OSD on my monitor or anything like that. I don't, Tom. I don't. Variable refresh rate not on. Game plus game visual. On-screen display. Is that like the menu of the thing? Is that the menu of the monitor? What do I need to look for? Sorry, I know my monitor's a little bit in the way here. I know it doesn't overly help when you guys can't obviously... Oh, OSD setup. Was it OSD setup that you said? Oh, no, that's just the name of the on-screen display. Oh, no, that just means... Yeah. Overdrive or clocking. Did something happen? Yeah, we've got a really annoying issue at the moment where we're getting like this weird input lag. I can't see anything about overdrive, overclocking, nothing like that. But then, how do you explain, right? How do you explain the really weird issue that I had? How do you explain the really weird issue that I had with my other monitor where I was getting this weird ghosting that I've never had before? Like... Doesn't make sense. Is there a setting with refresh, sync, refresh? I don't know. All I would say is, Vonnie, I would highly recommend you get into my Twitch chat, mate, because I'm posting a few things in there. That's the monitor that I use, so I don't know whether maybe having a look at there. This looks very, very, very interesting. Hang on, I think it's just sorting itself out. Mr. 2K Stella, thank you for the 34 months. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the terminal at the moment. That's not really the issue. Okay, so that has not changed anything. Chase Plane is compatible with Sim Update 6. So that hasn't changed a thing. Why are we getting this? Oh, I just can't understand. Why are we getting this lag? Look for labels like overdrive response time, OD. So this is the most annoyingest thing when people are saying, oh, look for this setting, and like you can't see. No, it was happening Sim Update 5. It's nothing to do with the Sim Update. Gaming. Variable refresh rate off. ELMB off. Game Plus. Nothing in there. Image. No. Colour. Sorry, chat. These things that you're suggesting are not on my displays thing. They're really not. VRR on, I'd say. It's not on. I can't, Vonnie. I haven't got my Twitch chat. I haven't got my YouTube chat open at the moment. Now I've managed to lock my monitor, so I now can't get into the I now can't get into the menu. Why does it only happen? It doesn't make sense. Why does it only happen when I'm streaming, though? It can't be anything to do with the monitor. Why would it only happen as soon as I stream? Ah, here you go. Here's a test, actually. Bear with. When this decides to load in. Try capping the refresh rate. I already have a capture refresh rate. I don't know what the hell is going on with the terminal. What the fuck? Right, bear with. You're going to lose signal here. It's nothing to do with it's nothing to do with frame gen. It's nothing to do with anything. It's my dual PC. As soon as I unconnect the Elgato, no input lag at all. So why am I getting input lag with my second PC? Why is that the case? And this was the issue that I was having with my previous monitor. What Elgato monitor you've got? I've got a 4K 60 Pro. Try using the pass-through on the Elgato. Don't know what that means. Let me just take that off there. Okay, so it doesn't matter about the source or anything like that. You should have a HDM in and one out, no? No. I've only got a HDMI into the Elgato. Why would I have an out of the Elgato? You only use the out port on the Elgato if you have a console. You don't use the out port of the Elgato 4K 60 Pro. Okay. Why would I be getting input lag with mouse with Elgato 4K 60 Pro? Are both monitors set to the same refresh rate? Both monitors on the streaming PC are all the same as before. 120 hertz. Funny, I really don't know whether this is... Change the USB port of the Elgato. If you open up the... Try and fly the plane looking at the software preview, you'll experience input lag. All capture cards require time to encode the fix. You must change the physical input source on your monitor OSD to HDMI port connect to the Elgato's HDMI. No, that's not right, mate. That's not right, mate. I don't use the Elgato's out port. I don't use the Elgato's out port, mate, because you only use the out port on the Elgato if you have a console. Why do you use Scape? That's not anything that needs to be worried about. That's nothing to do with anything. So why as soon... I mean, obviously, this is a very easy solution. If I need to stop dual PC streaming, it's not impossible. Reese, we'll talk about that another time. This is not anything we need to worry about right now. I mean, it is a very easy solution. I just don't dual PC stream anymore. But why? What have I changed to cause, as soon as the input is connected up to the second PC, does my input lag increase? As soon as Elgato is disconnected, it's fine. Mouse input lag with the Elgato 4K 60 Pro. Dual PC setup. Funny. Mate, I really do appreciate you helping, but this is the exact problem. ChatGPT does not understand the issue, mate. The monitor and the Elgato are cloned at different refresh rates. If your gaming monitor has a higher refresh rate and is cloned in Windows with a capture card which maxes out at 60 Hz, your GPU might force your main monitor up to 60. No. My monitors are 120 each. Yes. Will you notice a performance difference if you stream on the PC? No, not anymore. I've said this for years now. So, I have no idea what the fuck the solution is to this. Is the clone stream showing the same refresh rate? I'll probably be able to depict this slightly easier with the NVIDIA control panel. Yes. Every single one of my monitors is 120. The XG2780 DNG, which is the new OLED monitor, is 120. And so's the Elgato. Let me just, for argument's sake, I go 144. Just for argument's sake. Elgato only supports 60, right? I didn't think so. How are the monitors and PCs connected to each other? They're connected up via HDMI. So I go from HDMI in the gaming PC to in on the Elgato, and that's it. So even in 60 hertz, it's still not right. Why? Why? Why as soon as the Elgato is connected up, does it go to shit? What are you trying to fix? Basically, the dual PC setup that I use, as soon as my Elgato is cloned with my monitor, which is exactly what you have to do. As soon as it's cloned, I get mouse input lag. Where does the DP cable from your GPU go, monitor or Elgato? Both the DP ports go directly into my monitors. Is OBS itself seeing it properly? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I've got two DP ports that go to both monitors to the gaming PC, that are connected to the gaming PC, and then I have the HDMI cable from the GPU of the gaming PC, which goes into the Elgato in on the streaming PC. Again, this is a very easy solution that I don't stream on two PCs anymore, but it's not really a great solution because, yeah, my mouse is my mouse is Bluetooth, or yeah. No, Studix, the OLED's 2K, mate. Doesn't fix the problem, just goes around it. How do you explain that this worked absolutely fine as well 3 days ago before I changed anything? Did you change the HDMI? Nope. The only DP port was this one. See if you get input lag with a wired mouse. It's nothing to do with this. Can't be. Yeah. No different. Told ya. It's nothing to do with a wired mouse. It's for whatever reason that as soon as you clone the Elgato with the monitor, you get the input lag. And why? Dude can stream anything, keep the chat fully engaged. Well, it's kind of one that you have to, I suppose, somewhat diagnose when you're live. What happens if you don't clone it? Well, you can't see my screen. Has this happened after the NVIDIA driver update? Possibly. I don't know. I really don't know. How bad is the lag? It's not bad. It's not even lag. Been lurking about, had a quick look, and there does seem to be a few threads over the years describing your exact issue with it only lagging when cloning. Try and roll back the driver and test it might be the issue. Except one which just said to unplug and replug HDMIs, but I doubt that fixed it for you. I mean, I've done that so many times, mate. I genuinely done that so many times. As you can probably imagine. Does the Elgato software on the streaming PC show everything okay? I think you can see the input lag. Like, you can see the input lag in the stream. It's nothing to do with that, John. It's nothing to do with that. I think you should DDU to the old driver, see if that fixes anything. Do wonder if the fact that none of them yielded a result, could it be your capture card dying off? Maybe. It just seems so strange, though, that as soon as I started, you know, changing things about new monitors and things like that, that's when the issue started. Like, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, like I said, it is a very easy solution. Don't use dual PCs anymore. Could the mouse be controlling the clone instead? Is there a setting to set it as main monitor? Yes. The main monitor is already set, which is this monitor. It's quite a big coincidence, to be fair. But then, like yesterday, for example, I had my same setup in. With the Acer monitor, and I had loads of issues with ghosting on the Acer monitor, and I couldn't work that out either. And it's like, maybe the Elgato is on the blink. Vonnie, I really appreciate your solutions, mate, but I don't use the Elgato software, mate. I don't use the Elgato software. So it makes no difference. Not like your main PC these days. No, exactly. I mean, it's more than powerful. Yes, Nico. I feel like it'd be one of those things that you just find the setting randomly that fix it. I doubt any of us will be any help. Yep, Jose, it's not on, mate. I mean, you can throw up a lot of questions as to what I have tried, and I will probably say, yes, I've tried it. Would you make it all right? Would you make it all right? Would you make it better? Just changing a few settings around over here. Why? Why as soon as that Elgato? Why as soon as the Elgato is connected up to the PC, why does it cause that input lag? Maybe look at just moving on from 2 PC streaming permanently. It seems to cause a lot of trouble more than it's worth as of late, especially with a 5090. Yeah. Just ignore the buildings on the runway, guys. I'm Sick of people bloody mentioning the bloody buildings on the runway. This is really not the buildings on the runway is currently not of any concern. What's your task manager like? Fine, Tom. Absolutely fine. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know what the best solution is. Maybe DDU. Maybe DDU all my drivers. Set everything up that way. Tried low latency. Yeah. And then as soon, I know you guys can't see this. It's nothing to do with that, John. It's nothing to do with that, mate. Look, so basically, I clone my monitor with the Elgato. As soon as I unclone it, you guys cannot see the screen anymore. You just see, obviously, my my desktop. I have absolutely no input lag at all. Very strange. It was as simple as my wireless mouse batteries being low. God, please don't even throw that to me as a suggestion right now. Try and EDU the GPU driver and roll it back to the previous drive version. If that don't work, then try and reinstall the Elgato drive. See, that doesn't make a difference. Why would the Elgato driver software make any difference? I don't even use any of the Elgato. The Elgato software is like up to date as up to date as it can be. I don't even use the Elgato software on my other PC. The only thing I can think of is GPU. Are you using the supply cables for the new monitor? Yes. The only thing I can think of is DDU. DDU doesn't work. Then I'm going to have to switch to single PC. They are used to A-Pilot, but I'm trying to think whether this issue started because I updated to the latest graphics drivers. I think I was having ghosting issues, and then I updated to try and eliminate it. So I think they were there prior. It's all proprietary software, though. Surely will work best in new hardware setup using native software. I can't stream through the Elgato software. You won't see anything fun. All of these fancy overlays, you're not going to see through the Elgato software. I wish that was the case. I don't know. When you update drivers, you do it just the main PC. I never really touch the drivers. I think what people are struggling to understand is, like, this is literally just a monitor change. A monitor change should not cause this type of issue. Like, you know, you shouldn't clone your Elgato and then get input lag. Like, yeah. The Elgato software will show you what the Elgato card is seeing. Okay, good point, actually. Yeah, so the Elgato software picks it up. Your setup is adding complexity for something that was not designed for dual PC setup, I don't think. Don't stream for Elgato. Yeah, I mean, it looks exactly the same, Tom. You can evidently see the input lag. Mr. UK Aviation, thank you for 57 months, mate. I appreciate the prime. Legend. I hope you are doing very well. I think I'm going to have a very late night again tonight. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the 57 months. Any technical details on Elgato Studio? Yeah, but why does that matter, Tom? Like, why does that matter? I don't understand why technical details of what the Elgato is showing would make any difference. The issue is, as soon as the Elgato is connected up to the streaming PC, or sorry, to the gaming PC, is when I get the input lag. That is the root issue. Mate, honestly, I don't even want to speak to ChatGPT. Have you reinstalled? Have I tried restarting Sim? No. No, I've been in the same Sim scenario for the last 24 hours. When you went down 60 Hz for a second, did the input lag feel the same or worse? Exactly the same. I mean, the performance was obviously lower, but it still felt exactly the same. I'm trying to see what your gaming PC sending out versus what your Elgato is receiving and throwing out. Who knows? I'm just trying it. The Elgato software doesn't pick up the input lag as much, but you can see, and that's exactly what you see on the stream. You see the ghosting. I mean, you know, no one's really complained about it. No one said, "Oh my God, Jamie, this is terrible. You know, this is unflyable." But yeah, I obviously can feel it. I can obviously feel the difference. Hello from Puerto Rico. You know I've got to do it. Capital of Puerto Rico. Immediately was enchanted. Are your resolutions and refresh rates matching up? Yep. I have been through them with a fine tooth comb. Everything is as it should be. So I reckon my next best option sounds like an AI song. It is. Of course it's an AI song. In the Elgato software, you did mode defaults to merged. Yep, I have tried changing every single one of them. Neither makes any difference. Ronnie, thank you for the 12 months, mate. I appreciate the tier 1. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Have I disabled buffering in OBS settings? This is an issue without OBS even being open, I believe. So, I don't really know why OBS would ever be much of a problem. Yeah, interesting. Right, well, the first thing that I'm going to start with is I'm going to DDU. And then once I've DDU'd, I'm going to work from there. We will resolve, chat. We will resolve. DDU's the best. Where is a nice screenshot? Is there going to be any controlling? Well, I was very much hoping to do some ATC, but unfortunately, that's definitely out the window now. Right, chat, thank you again for all your help. I do appreciate the solutions. Unfortunately, we are no closer to finding the root of the issue than we was 45 minutes ago, so that's not ideal. I'll keep working. I'm sure it will be long into the night that I keep working. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll get it working. I'll keep you all updated on Discord. I'm sure you'll probably see me go live on my alt channels and stuff like that tonight. So, yeah, I'll see you over there. Thank you for the great stream today. I really do appreciate it. It's been a really amazing day out, actually. Great support. Yeah, I'm sorry that this issue is there. It's annoying. But we'll get there. Chat, have an amazing rest of your evenings. Thank you for the great support. I do appreciate it a lot. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Bye.